the treatment is not always ideal. The risk is that, say, my kidneys couldn't handle it. The benefit is that it was hopefully treating the bacteria in my lungs. So was the risk worth it?
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning. I cannot say it enough times. It's amazing to be back. Not back in the hospital. That's not what I mean. It's amazing to feel like me again. The reality, this was not like a pre-decided discussion I was just about to have, but apparently I'm having it. The reality of life with cystic fibrosis, and I'm sure with a lot of other diseases as well, is that the treatment is not always ideal. Like, the medications that we have to be on are going to have side effects. You can't just come off of it because it's uncomfortable. But on the other hand, it's like this fine balance of when the side effects, or let's call it like risk versus benefit. Yeah, risk versus benefit. The risk is that, say, my kidneys couldn't handle it. The benefit is that it was hopefully treating the bacteria in my lungs. So was the risk worth it? It was worth a try, but most likely that was my last try ever with that medication, which is exciting because that was horrible and I never want to experience that again. But it's not good because that takes off another medication off of my options. So it's all in one. It's like discouraging and exciting, but all I have to say is I don't feel like a zombie anymore, and I'm really thankful for that. But I just thought I would take a minute to pick up the camera and let you guys know kind of, here we are, it's 11 a.m. in the hospital, and for me, this is kind of what hospital mornings are like. I wake up and do my nebs right away. Well, we did blood work first. We did blood work off my port, so I didn't have to get stuck this morning. And we did that at like 7:30. And then I did my nebs, and then chest PT came. If you haven't seen, like if you happen to be new around here, you can go back to old hospital vlogs, and we've filmed chest PT countless times. Or you could go to the This Is My Year music video that we did, and that shows chest PT. But anyway, it's a lot of work. It's very exhausting, and in the mornings it's especially, you know, of course I'm coughing up all the mucus that sat in my lungs all night. So it's an exhausting experience, but it's necessary. Again, it's one of those things, it's like exhausting for my entire body, yes, but it's inevitable and it's necessary, so you have to do it. And while chest PT was happening, my team of doctors came in and we discussed my blood work, which was significantly lower. Not the kind that we want, like the number that we wanted to go lower didn't go lower, and all of that. All of that to say, they want to redraw it, but they want to draw it out of my vein instead of my port, because sometimes my port gives us weird numbers and we can't figure that out. So we're gonna do kind of a test today to see if my port did give us weird numbers or if my body's just crazy. So we're doing labs again. The phlebotomist came in to draw the labs, but apparently something in the computer wasn't right. So then she left, and I'm trying to think what else. Of course, hooked up to IVs and everything. I'm still very I have no appetite. I basically have not eaten a meal in days, and the only reason I'm okay with that is because of my feeding tube. It's times like these that I'm so grateful we made that decision to get the feeding tube, because I don't have to stress about it. I don't have to stress about force feeding myself because I'm nauseous from the IVs, and I'm not hungry, and I'm coughing to the point of vomiting. So there's lots going against me for eating, but I'm really hopeful that now that the colistin is out of my system, maybe maybe the appetite will come back. But anyway, that's my morning. That's kind of how it goes. And then I usually get a little bit tired and a little cranky around this time because I'm exhausted from the first set of chest PT and I know that they're coming again soon. So, and then usually Peter takes Ollie out first thing in the morning. And that's what they did. And then well, in this room we have a table, so he sat at the table and he's been working for the last couple hours. And
yeah, good.
Yeah.
This girl, she's a trooper.
Trying.
And she's pushing through it. So did you tell him I was working, so I wasn't paying attention. Did you tell him we're not changing your doses yet because of blood work?
We didn't talk about that.
Okay. So Mary's blood work came back from this morning. They checked it again, and number one, her kidney function came down a teeny weensy bit, but I would have hoped that it would have come down more. So because of that, we're keeping her drugs at like a more spaced out dose right now than what we hope to end up on. So we're gonna give it another day for her kidneys to kind of recover. But her blood work did show today that her blood counts tanked in terms of white blood cells and pretty much everything. So that,
I'm so curious to see what the numbers look like from my other blood draw.
Soon they should be coming to draw another blood draw from her hand to recheck it, because basically if the numbers are down like they are, we'll need to do Neupogen. But we want to make sure that the results from this morning were actually accurate. So that's where we're at. We'll see. It's kind of up in the air based on that blood draw, but we're gonna keep on doing it.
Last night was so bad.
Headache and just uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, headache and just so much
lots of beeping. Hospital life.
But that's like, last night is such a stark reality and reason why we wanted to be at home.
Yeah, so we can sleep at night.
And so.
But we are thankful to be here, and that, I mean, even today as the blood counts, like if we were at home, and it would be a nightmare to try to figure out the blood counts and all that. So it's good that we're here. Hopefully.
It, like, honestly, it almost feels a little like overwhelming or discouraging about, am I never gonna be able to do home IVs again?
I don't think that's the case. Like, it is possible. Number one, we should live closer to the hospital. So
we have to live like 5 minutes from the hospital.
Oh man.
We don't even live that far.
Yeah.
But it just makes.
But an hour.
An hour, a little over an hour, like. Hour.
When you're sick, like when you're not sick, like that's a commute. When you're sick,
every
like
day for blood work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Plus, okay, and then my other question. Oh, great! Now I'm getting all fired up. My other question is, if my port does turn out to have weird numbers.
Yeah.
Am I destined to
never get blood draw from your port?
Like, am I gonna have to get peripherally drawn every day for weeks and weeks?
It kind of makes the perks of a port not as perky.
Not perky.
But no, I think a port's worth it even if you can't do blood draws out of it. But that might be debatable for Mary. No.
What did you say?
You would say the port's worth it.
Oh,
it would,
yeah. 100%.
Anyways.
You just have to go into it kind of not thinking of it as like, what?
I was gonna tell him about this bump on my forehead.
Okay, let me finish mine really quick. You can't go into a port thinking this is gonna be my main blood draw access.
Yeah.
You have to think of it as an IV access. And if the blood work, because some ports won't even draw back, so you can't consider it like your
That
main.
can't be your primary reason for getting a port. That's
Okay,
what she's trying to say. Guys, I have this bump on my forehead. This was 2 nights ago. I was here in the bathroom. I finished like brushing my teeth, and I go to open this door right here, and it has these hooks. And I literally like went for the handle and my forehead went right into that hook. Anyways, I can't believe I still have a red mark. And it hurts.
I bet it does. Ow.
Anyways, the struggle is real. But welcome to our day. Another day in the hospital. Isn't that right, Bunsy?
All right. Chest PT has been done and done. I did my walk test. They do a walk test now when you get admitted and when you get discharged. I was thinking admitted. Blood work has been done again. Another bruise to add to the menagerie. And
But the blood people here are good.
yeah, the blood people are good. Yeah, just doing all the things that we need to do, including
Got the results
Going
of
out.
the blood work, and it turns out that the numbers from report this morning were
slightly diluted. Yeah.
So they were falsely low. So they still trended down, but not to the point where we need to do Neupogen yet. So that's good, but we'll have to keep. I mean, I feel like it's good. It's one of those. It's good, but now we
Yeah.
need to keep watching it.
Yeah. It's
So-
almost like it would be easier if it would just go ahead and drop, so we could just do Neupogen and get out of here. But I know there's a lot more in that goes into it.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to have to do Neupogen. Like, there's risks with Mary's spleen and all that.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I think it is good, but
Yeah, since they're trending down, it's like we know we're gonna most likely need to do it, so might as well just get it over with.
see.
But anyway, you can have this.
She's getting infused with ceftaroline right now.
Oh, interesting.
Do you feel?
I don't know. I just realized I was like starting to feel kind of like this,
Oh,
and
interesting.
that's what would happen. With
Like by like this, she's like curling up and getting under the blanket. And anyways, Ollie and I are gonna go for a little walk. You wanna go for a walk, buddy? Here we go.
I just figured out how to sit so that I can see out the window. That is an amazing
We're
view.
thankful for this view.
Oh,
I've been watching the planes land all day.
and we just realized that I'm like halfway through the ceftaroline, and that's probably why I'm starting to feel weird.
Yep,
But it is not as bad as colistin.
that is true.
I mean, ceftaroline, if you want to sponsor this video, I'll say how you're not as bad as the other guys.
Hey guys, here Ollie, let's sit down here for a second, talk to the people. It is so nice to be walking around the city in the fall. I mean, you ever been to Boston in the fall? It's a nice long sleeves weather. Here, come here. We're vlogging. Step up. Wanna step up? Say hi to the people. But anyways, it's been a productive day for me. Mary's been productive getting all her treatment and medications and everything done. And I've been working on a lot of stuff with our online store and stuff for church and all the different I wear a lot of hats and work a lot of arenas of life, and so anyways, it's been a productive day. But it's nice after I was mainly sitting at the little table in Mary's hospital room most of the day getting stuff done on the computer, and it's nice to take a walk in the city. And should we go finish our walk? All right, here we go. Something you guys probably haven't seen in any of our hospital vlogs. Well, maybe some, but we usually have heads up when we come into the hospital, but this time it was unplanned and we didn't bring anything with us. And whenever that's the case, they have these disposable vests. Mary would normally bring hers from home.
I feel like we need to say hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
By disposable vest.
That is pretty much like the one at home, but it's Velcro
It
and
functions the same.
yeah.
It's just crunchier and Velcro-ier
Yeah.
instead of.
But it still fills up with air and shakes her. So she's gonna do her vest. I'm gonna go grab some dinner, and we're gonna say,
As always,
as always,
we'll see you right here again
tomorrow. Good night.
Don't you think we
Hey, Ollie. Let's say good night to the peeps.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.